What does your twin flame want you to know? So this is a collective energy reading for twin flames, and I'm using my brand new deck. Here it is. This is the Self-Love and Inner Unity Oracle deck by Senna Zen. And it's all about for divine union within, and it's got her original artwork. So Senna Zen is one of my viewers and sent me this beautiful deck along with a handwritten card and some of her artwork. It was just such a nice thing to receive that in the mail, and I'm more than happy to use these cards. I've had a look at them. I haven't seen all of them yet. So you're kind of, everybody who's watching is like among the first to see it. And if you like this deck, you can visit her at www.sennazen.com. That's SENNA zen.com. So beautiful, really high vibe deck so far, and I'm just impressed. Let's find out what your twin flame wants you to know. So I've been shuffling here. Let's pull the first card. Okay, beautiful. It says, keep dancing. I feel all my emotions and keep on dancing. So there's the picture. Just gorgeous. I can just imagine like the full-size painting here. It's really like your twin flame like wants you to know that they love who you really are. You don't need to pretend to be someone else. You don't need to change or fix yourself for them to like you. They love your authenticity. You don't have to have also, like, I don't know why this came up, but like, you don't have to have a good day either. They'll love you on your good days and your bad days. And I think for some of you, you aren't experiencing your twin flame loving you for who you are. And the reason for that isn't because they don't actually love you for who you are. It's because they're also your divine mirror. And so if you criticize yourself or you judge yourself, if you have a bad day and you think to yourself subconsciously that you're not worthy of love, well, then they're going to reflect that, right? You're not meant to paint on a smile and like wear a permanent smile all the time. You know who did that? Was the Joker from Batman, right? You don't need to be the Joker from Batman. Just be yourself. I know, sometimes I have days where I'm feeling like, joyful and gleeful, and other times like today it's raining outside and my energy is just kind of like, yeah, but I love myself, right? Like it's okay to have a day where your energy isn't like totally elevated up to the moon, right? Okay, let's pull the next card. So, ooh, pretty. This is a gorgeous picture. Transformation. After immense growth, I am transformed. So have a look at this picture. You can see the person here on the side, and like light and butterflies are kind of emanating from them. Pretty blue. That's a symbol of Archangel Michael. And I kind of want to say about this card, in the collective consciousness right now, you may have noticed you and others around you on the twin flame journey are going through like a really powerful shift. It kind of started in the end of February to March and went all the way through now. And things are kind of like calming down now, but a lot of you are going through upheaval. And for some of you, that's not comfortable. I've heard some people lose their jobs. Some people broke up with their twin flame. Their twin flame got married. Like all this stuff is happening, but I want you to know not to be afraid. Don't be afraid. What's happening is like the rose bush is getting pruned, and what is living and alive will grow stronger, and what isn't for you will fall away. Now, what I don't mean, don't get scared here. I don't mean that your twin flame isn't for you. That is not what I mean. Your twin flame absolutely is for you, but the things, the behaviors, the patterns, the thoughts that you had been thinking that weren't helpful for you or that weren't for your highest good are falling away. And I want you to remember that the divine, God, wants you and your twin flame to be together. God designed you as two wings of one bird. So it's in God's best interest to make it so. Make your way towards harmonious twin flame union. And so that includes maybe you weren't supposed to be in that job, or maybe your twin flame needs to learn a lesson by being with someone else, and that lesson will be faster through going the avenue that is being presented now than if they were to like wait by themselves, right? And for you, this might bring up a lot of inner work for you. And I have a solution for that. If you are willing for things to be easier for you, try an introductory twin flame coaching session with me, you can look in the description box for the link. Let's go to the next card. So we have, this reminds me of Harmonious Union. Soul song, I have a destiny that only I can fulfill. And so look at the picture. You see musical notes and you see a couple, harmony, union, harmonious union. I love it. So about your twin flame union, like a lot of people are just so focused on getting to be with their person. They're like, gotta get with my person. Separation feels awful. And I don't blame you. Separation feels awful, right? Like being separate from your partner, that feels awful. So I can understand how you'd make that a goal. But I want you to really think about this. What happens after you get together? Like, what do you do? I mean, yeah, maybe you don't leave the bed for 2 weeks, right? Like maybe that happens, right? But then what? How's that sustainable? Where are you going with your twin flame? So this card calls you forth to your destiny that only you can fulfill, and that actually points to your life purpose. So in order for you to be in harmony with your twin flame, you need to be living a life purpose and need to be understanding that as twin flames, your role isn't to just like have hot sex. That's not the purpose of twin flames, even though that does happen, right? And it's wonderful. But you have a purpose on earth, and the purpose is going to be to help people, not to run up on the top of a mountain and build a cabin away from everybody, right? So maybe you have a fantasy of running away with your twin flame, getting on a deserted island and rolling around naked in the sand. Ew, but sand, yuck. But anyway, I don't know why this video is taking this turn, but in this direction. But anyway, you and your twin flame have a purpose. And what happens if you're not with your twin flame yet? Well, you don't need to be with them physically to identify your soul's divine purpose. In fact, I'll give you a secret, a twin flame secret for free. When you choose to live your life purpose, this magnetizes your twin flame to you. I know so many twin flames who, when they started doing what their soul's design was calling them to do, maybe they just felt juicy about doing something, their twin flame came closer to them because they were being who they were. It's like going back to this card, right? Dancing with the divine. When you are yourself, your twin flame mirrors that. When you accept and love yourself, your twin flame is magnetized to you because you're being all of who you are, and they're your mirror, right? So start now discovering what your life purpose is. And if you're like, I don't really know what I want to do, a good class to help you open your heart to sensing yourself is called Life Purpose Class, aptly named. And you can get the first 3 classes, I think, for free, no obligation, on the twinflamesuniverse.com website. Let's go to the next card. How pretty. I pulled this card earlier today on my Instagram channel. I just think this picture is so beautiful and just evokes a peace, but also like a juicy peace, like not just like a placid peace, but just an aliveness, but also peace. The words say metamorphosis. I am patient with my process. Yeah, so just be patient. Like, I am the queen of impatience. Okay, so you can't take that crown from me because I am like the most impatient person. You can ask my twin flame, but it's important, like, for you to ask for patience with yourself. I want you to know that patience and waiting are 2 different things. Patience does not mean how long can you sit and wait. Patience is more about surrendering to peace, right? So when you're looking at this person, when you're going through a transformation, it's really important for you to be compassionate with yourself and to have patience and forgiveness of yourself. Maybe you're going to feel energized, or maybe make mistakes, or maybe you cry, don't beat yourself up. Have patience with yourself. That's really what this card is meaning to me. At least that's what's being channeled here. Being patient with yourself is more about not waiting, but choosing to see your truth now as it is, and then surrendering the how things are going to evolve to God, right? So for example, I'll give a personal example. Like, I want to know how my twin flame and I are going to get married or have harmonious twin flame union. And like, I want to know, like, I just want to be there already. I just want to be there already, right? Like this feeling. And the truth is you're already there, because time is an illusion, right? Time is an illusion. Here's how you can tell time is an illusion. You You could think back to one of your favorite childhood memories and you're taken back to that same vibration in your heart. Well, you're time traveling, or so one would say. Time is an illusion. If you just think back to the beginning of this video and remember how I sounded, you just time traveled, right? So memory and imagination make time travel possible. And therefore, you can actually give yourself everything that you need, like that feeling of your wish fulfilled. We're all vibrational beings. The entire universe is nothing but vibration. Even modern physics have proved this now. And so everything responds to your vibration that you're choosing. I'm getting very woo-woo here. We always get woo-woo in my videos. And so this is law of attraction stuff too, but when you're impatient, you're saying to yourself that the wish that you desire isn't coming true now, that you're looking outside of yourself to some distant place or time in the future when you'll feel better. I'll feel better when this happens. I'll feel better when this happens. But I swear to you, the things that are happening in your reality are causing an inner experience, a feeling. So like when you're eating ice cream, you are sensing it with your tongue, but it's being experienced in your brain. Like your senses, nerves go to your brain and your brain experiences that. When you have a vivid dream, you're not actually having those experiences, but your mind tells you that you absolutely are. And they're conjuring up feelings, vibrations. And that's why when you look at love as being something that only happens when, like you'll feel loved when, it's a trap, because you're always going to feel that way, even when you get the thing, unless you can learn how to feel good now. That is what I help my clients with. It's called the mirror exercise. And in step 4, the final step of the mirror exercise, I help you to give that vibration to yourself. So highly recommend trying a session with me. Here's your last card. Ooh, yeah, this goes along with this one, with the patience in your process, the unseen path. And here you have it looks like a man. Is it the man? It's a person. It could be a man or woman leading a horse, big horse actually. And there's like mountains in the background. And the words say, I courageously choose the unseen path. And this goes hand in hand with patience, because you know you can trust your feelings. You can trust that you feel a certain way about your twin flame, or even about your life purpose, or maybe you know in your heart that you're like an infinitely wealthy person, like you should have millions of dollars, and you kind of feel it, but you don't have it, you don't see it. And trusting the unseen path is about recognizing that you have a feeling or desire in your heart, and spirit is the one who puts the pavers in front of your feet that you just walk. And you can only walk that one next step that you see in front of you. You can imagine exactly what you would like with detail, but you're not in control of how the details come about, right? And life can be so much more fun when you let spirit kind of interact with your desires rather than you trying to control how things happen. So I feel like that's complete. I mean, these cards are really juicy. I love them, and I'll be bringing them back out on my channel soon. So thank you so much for being here. Again, you want to visit my website, twinflamesheartsdesire.com, if you'd like to do some twin flame coaching or claim your own personal twin flame reading. I love doing that. I love you guys. I'm here for you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.